Maximize the moment. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, maximize the moment. I was waiting on someone, a client, to show up. They didn't show up for some reason. And God revealed to me that when someone doesn't show up for you, maybe that is a moment I want to talk to you. And I know sometimes we get angry when we set appointments with family, friends, co-workers, clients, and they may not show up for some reason. And we're disappointed because we wanted to meet that family member or that co-worker or that client. But have you ever thought about it? Maybe God just wanted that moment with you. Maybe that you were so busy that He says, I need you to maximize the moment with me. Because the more of God's presence in our lives, the more joy we have. The psalmist says, in the presence of the Lord is the fullness of joy. And I know many Christians and people quote that as they are in church or in some church service. But there's nothing like a moment in God's nature to experience His peace. And so today, whatever you're doing, whatever job you have, whatever your career may be, whether you're a minister or not, a servant, maximize that moment that you can be with God. If it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maximize that moment. Because there's so much chaos around us. And right now we're dealing with hypocrisy in our democracy. We see racism have gone up to another level. We see that people are becoming selfish and self-centered. We see who people really are now. And we can't get caught up in the drama that we lose ourselves. And sometimes we can get caught up into the politics and the tricks in our world and on our job and with our family that we lose ourselves. But when we maximize the moment with God, He gives us everything we need to get through the day. Matthew 6:33 says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. And today, you need more than a B12, a B6, an energy drink. You need a moment in the presence of God. So whatever time you have, mother, raising those children, and that can be chaotic, working as a supervisor, overseeing others, carrying out an executive position on a job, can be very stressful. And the way you release the stress, or one of the ways you can release the stress, is maximize the moment in being in the presence of God. For when you have that time in His presence, I've discovered that two things that God will show you. He will show you where you are, and He will show you where you need to be. And that's the reason why I like that moment, to be in the presence of God. He doesn't show me all the faults of others, because He's dealing with that. But He shows me what I need to do. Shows me my progress. And He shows me how I can get better. A better father, a better servant, a better leader, a better co-worker, a better companion. So today, whatever you're doing, take a moment that God gives you and maximize the moment. If you can't give God 10 or 15 minutes of your time within a day, you are too busy. You are too busy. That's why your blood pressure's up. That's why your stress level is up. That's why you lack peace. Because you're too busy to give God a moment. So today, maximize the moment. And when you maximize the moment, you would have so much peace, so much joy, and so much strength. For I hear Paul says, in the midst of his stress, and the midst of his thorn in his flesh, his sickness, he says, my God told me when I prayed, his grace is sufficient and his strength is made perfect in our weakness. Maximize the moment.